Today we're back at Hilltop Farm because there's a special delivery and we're not talking about newborn calves. Stay tuned. And in here is a vintage vehicle which has sold over 500,000 units and the owner hasn't even been behind the wheel yet. Let's go and have a look. Morning everybody.
Morning.
Morning.
Wow, and you've got yourself a nice Ferguson TE20. It's lovely, isn't it?
She's a beauty.
She really, really is, yeah, it's marvellous. And it's a lovely addition to the farm, I think. So, and you're only the third owner, is that right, Mike?
Well, I'm not actually the owner.
Neither am I.
I am.
Wow, Jayne, you got yourself a tractor?
Absolutely, yeah, Adam. Always wanted a tractor.
Yeah. Why do you want a tractor?
I just think it's a really lovely thing to do. Just poodle around on it, go out on the fields, do a bit of topping.
Yeah, so what is topping?
It's mowing, cutting the top of the grass off, Adam, so freshening up the fields.
Yeah. And there's something more specific though you want to do, isn't there, within the community?
Yeah. I actually deliver the parish magazine. I have around, and at the moment we deliver them in the car. Sometimes we walk, but I'm just going to use this. Go around on my rounds and deliver the magazine to the neighbours.
Which would be amazing seeing you trucking around on this. It'd be great.
They'll hear me coming.
Yeah, it'd be good. You want to inspire other people as well, don't you?
Yeah, I'd love to see more women out on their tractors.
Which would be great.
They must be out there.
There's one other problem though. You've never actually driven it, have you?
No.
So that should be interesting.
Yep.
So why we follow Jayne to see how she gets on. Do you have a tractor? Do we have any lady tractor owners out there? Where's the craziest place you've driven your tractor and what kind of tractor do you have? Please leave a comment in the link below, send us your pictures and you can follow our blog on www.downthebarns.uk. And as always, don't forget to subscribe.
Right, we're ready to fire her up then. Bit of choke, not too much choke. Fingers crossed, ignition on. Now this is a bit quirky because you don't turn the key, you have to use the gear lever.
There she goes. While Mike gets the Fergie up to the field, please post a picture of your classic vehicle in our Facebook page, This Is My Classic. So we're up in the field, but before Jayne gets on this tractor, I want to talk to you a little bit about this because what does the TE stand for?
Stands for Tractor England.
So they all had Tractor England followed by a letter, a code, some sort?
TE, yeah, I think the first ones were a TEA,
right,
and the ones a little bit later were a TED.
But we don't know what the D stands for.
I don't know, I think it's just a model, a later
So
model.
does anybody out there know what the D stands for? It'd be interesting to find out. But this has got something interesting going on because it has two different types of fuel, doesn't it? Can we have a look at that?
Yeah,
petrol. So we've got petrol, and that of course would be E5.
E5, yeah, don't put E10.
Not E10. We've got a video on that one. Check it out. So we've got E5 petrol, but we've also got something else.
Yeah, kerosene.
What is kerosene?
It's basically a heating oil.
Right. Okay.
You'd have in your heating.
Interesting.
oil
It runs on
at
that.
home.
So this tank would have been the petrol. Is
Yeah,
the
so
petrol.
that's the petrol.
Yeah.
And then when it gets really hot, you would switch it over to the kerosene. Yeah.
Right, which is known as TVO.
TVO.
Yeah.
Tractor vaporizing oil.
Tractor vaporizing oil. Right. Okay. And yeah, so when it gets hot, we have to transfer it over to that. That's
you
how
just
it works.
Flick the switch on the tap.
Right. Okay. So at the moment we're running it on petrol though today. Is that right?
Yeah.
But if it does get hot,
petrol when it starts,
and if we get an issue later on, we'll have to transfer it over if it gets a bit hot.
If it gets too hot, yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Now this tractor was also revolutionary because of why? What was the reason behind that? What did it have?
Well, Harry Ferguson invented the 3-point hitch.
Yeah, the 3-point hitch. Tell us about
Revolutionised tractors,
What does the 3-point hitch do? Because it was to do with the level, wasn't it, as you're going across a field? if you got
Yeah,
stuck?
so before this, obviously you started off with a horse and you had a plough, and then everyone thought, great, we've got tractors mechanised. But the trouble was, if you put an implement or a plough on it and you hit a bump or something, the tractors could tip up.
Right,
It's quite
okay.
dangerous.
Yeah.
But what Harry Ferguson did, came up with this 3-point linkage, so it sort of balanced it out. So if you hit, it would just keep going. So you had the power to weight ratio.
Yeah, so that's the PTO.
Yeah.
The previous tractors we've looked at have got PTO live. That's a different ball game. That's a complete advance again. This has just got a straightforward PTO.
Yeah, this was the first.
This was the first, which is amazing, isn't it?
And the 3-point linkage is basically the same as they still use on tractors today.
Yeah.
Hasn't really changed.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is
Obviously you've got all the fancy electronic bits.
Yeah.
But the principle is the same.
It's basically the same.
Yeah.
Should we get Jayne in this tractor and see if she can start it up and get it going?
Absolutely.
Let's do it. So here we are up in the field. Jayne's ready to make her debut with the Ferguson TE20. Feeling nervous?
Little.
So let's see how she gets on. Mike's going to be instructing her. Hop on board to see how it goes.
Right, first thing is we got to start it. It's not quite the same as a car. Right, so clutch down.
Yep.
Check it's in neutral, obviously. And then you've got a key, which is very modern for a tractor like this.
Put it into start. Light comes
not yet.
on.
The light comes on, and then you start it by selecting the gear lever, which is a little bit unusual. So you put it up into start with the gear stick. Put it back in the middle, and then up. That's it. Now it's running. You can use this as your throttle.
Okay.
Then when you're ready, clutch down, and it's first. So where you go.
Unfortunately, the celebrating didn't last long, as the Fergie T20 got stuck in gear. Well, we've had a bit of a problem with the Fergie. We got it stuck in gear, so we had a real issue about what to do. We rang some people, they're not really sure what we can do at this stage. But then suddenly Iris appears from across the way, and she's had this problem before, haven't you, Iris?
Yes, I have with the Dexter.
You've got the Super Dexter tractor,
Yes, that's
right.
right.
It happens quite a bit, you said.
It used to when they were drove regular before all this modern new tack came.
Yeah,
in,
of
you
course,
know.
yeah. And what's the solution normally?
Oh, just unscrew the
Right.
one to the top and then,
Yeah.
isn't it, Ben? And
Yeah,
then,
lift the gear stick
yes,
out.
yeah, that's right.
Lift the gear stick out, right?
Right, those nuts off.
Yeah,
Take
lift
that
it
off.
out.
That's it.
Right, and if you have a look down in there,
What do you think, Iris?
Yeah.
Have a look.
Because you lie and then you line those up as you can.
With a screwdriver?
That
It
is
could be
the-
a simple fix.
that is a selector there that
That's
pick up
it.
the gear.
Well done.
So if you put that selector there, I'll have to come round like so.
Yeah, sorry.
Go for the easy option, Ben.
Which one was it?
One side's very easy, the other
Yeah, I
one.
can't. I've never done it on this type of tractor.
Trial and error.
There you go.
Well
No
done. Good
So,
man.
See, they're all in line
Yeah.
now.
Unbelievable. So, we got to thank Iris here, who's like a guardian angel. She's come from heaven. She's fixed our tractor. She's the star of the film. Thank you ever so much, Iris. You can make it up.
Make it
Only
up.
happens in Herefordshire.
Put it all back together.
Iris then shared some great stories of her life in farming.
You know what it is then, really. Don't you?
So the tractors your dad used to have.
My granddad.
Your granddad,
yes.
sorry, yeah.
Yeah, whereas Alice Chalmers, and it was a very thin, you know, like quite a longer tractor than this, and
Yeah.
orange, and he was like a wasp in the middle,
Okay.
you know. And the seat broke off when we had to go and help him to turn this hay, and the seat came off. But he said, "I'll fix it." So he came with a piece of sleeper and that, and fastened it on. Well, because the hot sun came out, didn't it? And sleepers got creosote, didn't they? And it burned us, you know what I mean, and smoked my shorts as well, because it was that, you know what I mean, all them creosote. And you
Yeah.
can't get creosote out of clothes.
No,
really.
no.
So that's the happy ending to it. So don't don't get anybody to fix it or don't know what they're doing.
And something else, I've just realised why you're supposed to have a little toolbox on the side.
Yeah.
Screwdrivers.
The most important stuff. The little toolbox goes there, doesn't it?
That's right, a grey one.
That's it, a little grey box.
That's what they need, Iris.
You always have your spanners and your screwdriver ready.
Everyone needs an iris in their life.
Not like modern cars, is it?
No.
No, modern cars, you plug it into a laptop and they say, oh.
With the tractor back up and running, Jayne was determined to deliver her community magazine, The Pump. But more trouble was afoot. Fine, keep going. That's great. Uh-oh. No. Yeah.
Pulling up at Sue's.
Know where the bench is. You turned it off.
Yeah. Stop.
See, the nice thing about being in Herefordshire is that whatever problems you've got, people just pop up. They come along the road and you just get someone come along to help you. You've got another gentleman called John, he's just turned up and now he's trying to fix the tractor because it won't start again. So he's checking it all out. It's incredible.
Oh, he's not run out of petrol. He's run out of petrol.
Seriously?
I'll just go and get some more E5 in the jerry can. Stay tuned.
And it turns out there's simply no petrol in it. That's all it was. Just no petrol. We've been sitting here for 15 minutes wondering what it could possibly be. But thankfully John has worked out there's no petrol in it. You couldn't make it up, could you? No, it's been one of those days today. But hey, it's all part of making movies, I guess. With petrol back in the tank, Jayne was back out on the road.
I'm finally delivering The Pump, which is a local parish magazine, on my tractor.
Oh, Jayne, I'm so excited. I saw your tractor from my office.
Yeah, it's here, it's here.
Oh, and you got the pump.
Yep, delivered by Tractor Gal.
Oh, thank you. Have you been around to all the
Yeah,
offices?
delivered them all on the tractor.
Oh, that's fantastic. I get a ride next week, right?
Absolutely, I promise.
Okay, you take care. Bye.
So the moral of the story is when owning a tractor, always have a screwdriver, petrol and an iris handy. And as for Jayne, she finally got to drive her tractor.